What does it take to change a life forever? 15 years ago, in the gritty heart of a crumbling city, Officer Daniel Harper walked his beat with a heavy heart. At 38, he was a man of quiet conviction, his badge worn not for glory but for duty. The streets he patrolled were scarred broken windows, flickering streetlights, and the echoes of lives left behind. One rainy night, responding to a call about a disturbance in an abandoned foster home, he found them. 6 girls, sisters by circumstance, not blood, huddled together in a damp corner. Their ages ranged from 5 to 12, their eyes wide with fear, their clothes tattered. Abandoned by a system that had failed them, they were deemed unwanted, too old, too troubled, too many. Daniel didn't hesitate. He saw not burdens, but potential, not problems, but possibilities. Against the advice of colleagues and the weight of bureaucracy, he adopted all 6. His modest apartment became a sanctuary, his small salary stretched to its limits. He wasn't a saint, was just a man who couldn't walk away. The early years were chaos. Sarah, the eldest at 12, was fiercely protective, her trust in adults long broken. Mia, the youngest, clung to a ragged stuffed bear, her only anchor. The others, Lila, Emma, Zoe, and Grace, each carried their own wounds, from silence to defiance. Daniel learned to braid hair, bandage scraped knees, and navigate teenage rebellion. He stayed up late helping with homework, drove them to dance classes, and sat through endless parent-teacher meetings. He wasn't perfect. He burned dinners, fumbled apologies, and sometimes doubted himself. But he showed up, every day, without fail. The twist came in year 5. Enter Clara, a retired social worker who'd heard of Daniel's unconventional family. She knocked on his door one evening, her gray hair tied back, her eyes sharp with purpose. "You're doing something extraordinary," she said, "but you're not alone." Clara became their unofficial grandmother, teaching the girls to cook, to dream, to forgive. Her presence was a lifeline, softening Sarah's edges and coaxing Mia to speak. Clara's stories of her own fractured childhood gave the girls a new lens. They weren't just survivors. They were builders of their own futures. Time carved its path. The girls grew. Sarah into a law student, Lila a painter, Emma a nurse, Zoe a mechanic, Grace a writer, and Mia a budding musician. Daniel, now graying, watched with quiet pride. They'd faced bullies, heartbreak, and the weight of their pasts, but they'd also laughed, loved, and found their places in the world. Their home, once a cramped apartment, was now a house filled with memories, photos on the walls, a fridge covered in report cards and concert tickets. 15 years to the day after that rainy night, Daniel arrived home to find the house unusually quiet. At 53, his steps were slower, his heart heavier from years of service. He opened the door to a surprise that stopped him cold. The living room was transformed. Candles flickered, a banner read, "Thank you, Dad." And all 6 girls stood before him, Clara at their side. Sarah stepped forward, holding a scrapbook. "We made this for you," she said, her voice trembling. Inside were letters, photos, and mementos, a chronicle of their lives together. Each girl had written a note, pouring out gratitude for the man who'd given them a home, a name, a chance. Lila's page held a painting of that first rainy night, Daniel's silhouette shielding them. Mia's included sheet music for a song she'd written, titled Our Hero. Tears streamed down Daniel's face as he read, his tough exterior crumbling. But they weren't done. Sarah revealed their final gift, a community center funded by their collective efforts to house and support other unwanted kids. They named it Harper House, after the man who'd shown them what family could mean. Daniel, speechless, pulled them into a hug, the weight of their love overwhelming. In that moment, under the glow of candlelight, Daniel realized the truth. He hadn't just saved them. They had saved him, too. Yendi.